Hello, how are we all today? Hello, CC Sports. Ooh, breaks at school. I remember those days. Wasn't a fan myself. It's a long time ago, that for me. So how are we all? I hope you've been having a great day. Today we are playing a game called Horace. Fentosaurus, welcome along. Now, I've not played much of this game. I picked it up not long ago because it was like really cheap on the eShop. And I'd heard good things about it. You're now hosting my stream. Thank you so much. And yeah, I sort of thought I'll have a quick go to see if it's worth streaming. And about an hour later, I was like, I need to stop playing this because I want to stream it. It's very funny, I found, but it's very British humour. So it'd be interesting, like, if people not from the UK find it amusing. But I did. So, shall we just jump in? Press B, not A. Jeez. Right, we're going to start a new game. Okay, 37 minutes I played it for. That's not good. I'm doing good. I have 15 minutes for my next class. I know the first, like, hours of this game is very story-driven before you go off onto the world of platforming. Yeah, let me know if the game's too loud, too quiet. It's always hard for me to tell. Because I don't wear headphones, but I can't help it. Hello, Debbie Jane. Welcome along. I hope you've been having a good day playing Animal Crossing. Not finishing Nina Cooney. We've only just started, Barlet. We've literally only just started. But welcome along. I hope you've been having a great day. And you're being naughty. No change there. I'm walking.
And so, I was born. The first people I remember seeing were the old man, the old lady, and their daughter, Heather. After they'd said hello, the old man powered me down so he could install some software. I could tell they were nice people. The old man didn't give me a silly voice or stupid personality. And the old lady didn't dress me like a clown. Although for some reason, Heather really didn't like me. Once I'd had time to get used to walking, the old man asked me to dash from one end of the room to the other.
Because she's time travelling in Animal Crossing, that's why. She's too impatient to wait.
Next, the old man spent a couple of hours building some wooden platforms. He said he wanted me to jump up them, but I must admit, I was scared. It wasn't until I saw Heather and her mother happily climbing up them that I decided it might be okay.
Oops. I keep falling.
The old man then rearranged the platforms. He told me to try to reach the other end of the room without touching the floor. Heather said the floor's made of lava. But when I smiled at her, she just frowned and looked away. The old lady arranged some pillows and blankets. She said it was in case I fell, but I think she just wanted it to look more like lava.
I wanted my bridge to finish, and I true story moved my house, but instead I asked Tom to make it bigger. So now my house is big. Oh, that was a big jump. Kelly, what are you doing? You're right in the way, little girl. Keep walking. Come on.
When I reached the other side, the old man just smiled and said, "That'll do, for now."
Oh, snow. We haven't had any yet. Kelly, what are you doing?
A couple of days after those first lessons, the family had a big meal, and I was introduced to everyone else. The professor was the old man's brother. He was very quiet, and always seemed to just kind of stare at me. He had lived with the old man for 5 years. The house was so huge they barely saw each other. He preferred instead to stay in his room, leaving everything up to his butler, Mr. Deck, as he insisted everyone call him, although the professor always called him Anton. For a while, he called me the yellow bastard, but the old man made him stop, as he thought it sounded racist. Mr. Silton was the old man's driver. Before he worked here, he'd gotten in with some bad people and was the driver in a post office robbery, although it all went wrong for some reason. Mr. Silton showed me a video of his band. I'm sure some people must like it, but I just found it terrifying. Then there was Alice. She was the cook. She was a nice old lady. When she was younger, she had been a TV chef. Then, years later, she had a small part in Coronation Street. Mr. Silton said, before she worked for the old man, Alice was quite a hoarder.
CC Sports, enjoy the rest of your day.
Newspapers and bicycles, and something about a poo in a shoebox.
I can't help what the game says.
The next morning, the old man gathered everyone together to show them what I was capable of. "What else does he do?" asked Mr. Silton. The old man smiled. "He can help around the house." "Could he help me with my newspaper collecting?" asked Alice. "I'm not sure that's a good idea," said the old lady, "but he can do all sorts of jobs." "Yeah," said Mr. Silton, "shove a stick up his ass and he can do Deck's job." Now,
where my donut?
said the old man. "We
Debbie,
have
thank you
company,"
for the gifted
pointing to
sub.
some important-looking people.
Pathetic Wolf, welcome along. Hope you've been
Two
having a
large
great
men,
day.
both called Gary, set up what the old man referred to as lasers. He said again, I should try to get from one end of the room to the other, but I shouldn't be worried, as I had a special chip which meant no matter how damaged I was, I couldn't die. He said it was like infinite lives in a video game. But when he realized I didn't understand, he said he would explain another time.
Right, we don't want to get killed by lasers. Oh, that didn't go well. That didn't go well at all. It's okay. What's on your... It's Crash Bandicoot on my top today. If you can see him, little Crash. The colour's a bit washed out though for some reason in this light. We did it, we did it.
Except the important-looking men. Not exactly a cold, calculated killer, is it? said the man in black. The man in grey laughed. What kind of artificial intelligence was that? He asked. Move right, unless there's something in the way. Okay, said the old man. He turned to me and whispered, they're going to make it quite a bit tougher, but I'm sure you'll
Another
be fine.
praline latte. That's a lot of praline lattes you've been having lately. What's happened to your morbid mockers? Jump! Nope, dead.
Right, it's bonking time. I loves a bit of bonking. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, can't remember the rest.
Divajan87 cheered. X9.
Divajan, thank you for the cheer. I love how it can't say your name. Divajan. Oh my god, stop dying there. This is like the easy training course. Why am I dying? It doesn't bode well for the rest of the game, does it? Okay, we made it.
The Garys then rearranged the room one last time. The old man smiled. Now, there's no need to look so glum, he said. I'm still happy with everything you've done today. So this time, I was determined to do him proud.
The story so far is that I've been born and I've been delivered to this old man. And now he's just kind of like testing me. So, yeah, there isn't really any story at the moment. This is pretty much just like the training level. So it started off, we saw him get built, and then he got delivered. Oh my god. And I've been told I've got infinite life, so that's fine. And apparently I'm utterly rubbish at platform games. I think the problem is I get too impatient and I want to run. I treat every platform game like Mario. It's like, gotta go, and Sonic, gotta go fast, gotta go fast. So yeah, so at the moment this is kind of just like...
The old man's friends actually seemed quite happy when I made it through. We might have a winner after all, said the man in black. It's no Killbot 3000, but you can almost see the fire in its eyes. A couple of days later, the old lady said she had a surprise for me. My own room. She also wanted to play me some music. I wasn't sure after what Mr. Silton had shown me. As if music wasn't amazing enough, the old lady then bought me a television set. I couldn't believe what I saw. I watched everything I could. Comedy, drama, horror, sci-fi. Anything anyone wanted to watch I would happily watch with them. Then one day, the old man set up a small box. He plugged some cables into the television and said, "This is what I meant when I said video games." I played games at every chance I could.
It's
I
mind
took on
blown.
everyone. I was unstoppable. I had enjoyed music, film, and television. But to me, video games really were the highest art form.
Table tennis for two. I'm rubbish. No. No. There we go. I hit it. I hit it. Why are games like this so hard?
Heather's birthday was
Yay.
a couple of months later.
I did it.
Her mum and dad had bought her a camera and arranged a day out by the sea so that Heather could take some photos, although I really don't think she wanted any pictures of me. When the old man asked the professor if he wanted to go, he frowned and said, "I can't believe you want to spend time with that thing. It could destroy the world." I wasn't sure what he meant, but the old man just smiled and said, "That's what you said about the Game Boy. Anton, how about you?" "I don't think so," said Mr. Deck. "The last time I got in that car, Barry crashed us into a branch of Woolworths. I never would have gone into Woolworths of my own accord." The old man explained
Who
that
would
the
go
car
into
was old and
Woolworths?
the brakes had failed, but Mr. Deck was having none of it. So Mr. Silton drove, and Alice came along for the fresh air.
It's a
I
bunny.
enjoyed being outside. Although, the old lady kept telling me to be careful of the rickety old walkways. It felt like she was telling me off, but I think she was just concerned.
Woolworths. Yes, Woolworths. It's a very British game.
As the old man and I stood on the cliff tops, I could see something in the distance. I wasn't sure what it was, so I asked the old man. He said it was a battleship that had sunk in the 1940s. But he looked so sad when he spoke about war. I didn't see what happened, but the metal platform Heather was climbing on had collapsed. She was safe, even if the rocks she was on looked very
Woolworths is
dangerous.
great.
The tide was rising, and we didn't know how long the Coast Guard was going to be, so I offered to climb down and get her. The old man agreed, but said I should be careful, as Heather doesn't have infinite lives, like I do.
If Woolworths was so great, why is it not here anymore? Oh, no, dead. Nope, dead. Oh my god. Right. Let's do this properly. There, this is better. It's just a question of getting used to his jump. It's very different from a Mario jump. He feels a little bit more floaty than Mario.
Heather was unconscious, and her leg was broken, so I picked her up as gently as I could. I decided it would be best if I didn't run the rest of the way.
I like running in platform games. Nope. Do they come back? Do they come back? I've ruined it if they don't. Yes, they come back. They're magical rocks, obviously.
An ambulance had arrived by the time I had made it back to the cliff top. The medics made sure Heather was okay, and then took her off to hospital. A few days later, we all went to see how she was doing. She was fine, but would have to wear the cast for a couple of months.
Is that yay that we saved her? Robot saves local girl. Mechanical man to the rescue. Hero robots. Hero bot. I think the little girl likes him now.
Once Heather got to know me. We became good friends. We enjoyed the same films and TV. She was also annoyingly good at some of my favorite games. After a while, she became very interested in how I worked. Soon she knew as much about me as the old man did, if not more. We spent the next couple of months visiting other countries, as when it came to teaching me things, the old man always liked to pick interesting locations. He had explained the basics of mathematics to me at the Great Pyramid of Egypt. Taught me history in the dead of night, surrounded by mysterious giant stones. And even showed me science in action high up in a hot air balloon. This is why I was surprised when the old man took me to a restaurant. It was nice, but it seemed very somber compared to the previous grand locations. He said he just wanted to chat, and this was nice and quiet. Plus it was his favorite place to eat. We talked about life, the universe, Douglas Adams, everything really. When I asked him why were we here, why did we exist, he just smiled and said, life is like a game, just don't expect to be finished anytime soon. When I looked puzzled, he said, well, everyone should have a purpose. So I asked him, what's my purpose? He thought for a bit, then said, so you want to be a real boy? Which just confused me even more. Eventually the old man said, for now, I want you to help clean things around the house. I must have looked unimpressed, as he then said, okay, I want you to clean 1,000,000 things. It didn't sound like the meaning of life, but I suppose you've got to start somewhere.
Learning my purpose.
The next day, the old man said he wanted to install some more software, so he powered me down. When I came to, he said Mr. Silton had a joke for me, and that I should pull his finger. I don't think I got the joke, so the old man powered me down again. This time when I pulled Mr. Silton's finger, I got the joke, but it wasn't very funny. The old man then explained that he had installed a special chip which allowed me to clean away anything that was broken.
I love the
He
Spectrum
said it
loading
also
noises.
tells me how many things are nearby, and how many smaller things are in a bigger thing. It all sounded very complicated, but he said all I really had to do was pause, and it would bring up all the information I needed. He then said he wanted me to find and clean all of the items in the room. He told me there would be some chains to climb, but that would be nice and easy, as I just had to press up. He then finished by saying, when I had collected all the items, I should come back here.
Right, we've got to get all the items. We've got to clean everything. We're a cleaning robot. Nope, that box is just a box. It's a background box. It's not a real box. It's not a box we can interact with. It's not used for anything, Debbie. It's just an ornament that you put in your house. The cat grass. Most items in Animal Crossing don't have a purpose. They're just decoration. Maybe it'll attract cats. That's a bit of wishful thinking there. Yep, we got the junk. Apparently I haven't got all the junk. I'm sure it said all junk collected. Oh no, it's still 15 bits of junk left. It lied to me. Not all the junk had been collected. That all junk was like all junk apart from the last 15 bits. It's 5 more bits. Oh, sneaky. All junk cleared. Really though? Yes. Really this time. Hello, Eva. There are cat characters in Animal Crossing,
The old man
yes.
then asked the old lady Heather and I to follow him outside. I was happy too, as it was a lovely hot day.
But not cats like in traditional cats.
The old man said he was worried that Alice had been hoarding again. She had filled up a small barn with old bicycles and newspapers. Heather said, this would be a perfect chance to properly test my new powers. The old man thought for a second, then said, using the steptoe chip, I should find and clean at least 300 things. When we explained to Alice what we wanted to do, she seemed scared. But after the old lady kindly explained that, well, the barn was starting to smell, she said it would be okay. One last thing, said the old man. If you want to use a door, just push up. When I was about to enter the old barn, Mr. Silton said he had seen some mushrooms growing inside. He asked me to give him any that I found. He then winked, but I wasn't sure why.
Nope. Nope, dead. I overshot. It won't attract cat characters. It's just an ornament. Yep, this barn is messy. This is like my house. Just like bicycles all over the place. Total junk everywhere. He's a very floaty jumper, this guy. I must have a lot of bikes, I know, right? It's because apparently I'm a hoarder. That's what Sam says about me. I'm not sure it's true. Didn't see that electric. I don't want to know why all the bikes are like exactly the same. There's no variety in the bikes here. No. Ugh. Nope, I didn't mean screen capture. Oh, yeah, I think we got it all. I think we got all the junk and the mushrooms.
The old man was very happy with everything that I had cleaned. But I think Mr. Silton was even more happy with his mushrooms.
I love the eyes.
It wasn't the days getting shorter, or the evenings getting colder. It was the falling leaves that really made me feel sad. As we watched the trees blowing in the breeze, the old lady said, "The leaves must fall before the blossom comes."
Debbie, thank you for the good luck.
She had already explained the seasons to me, so for once, I actually understood. But it didn't make me feel any better.
Crash Bandicoot top.
The old lady obviously had enough of my moping, and said, "Right, next week we're going to have
Not
a
that I'm a
party."
big fan of Crash Bandicoot.
For
but
some
still.
reason she insisted that we were all going to wear costumes. Heather was very excited and said, "I've got some perfect ideas."
Halloween. Party. It's very dramatic. 7 p.m. till question mark.
It was terrifying. Everyone was dressed like someone else. I think I was meant to be some kind of pumpkin, as everyone kept shouting, "It's the Great Pumpkin." Still, at least Mr. Silton was having fun telling everyone his joke. And I suppose Heather's costume was quite flattering. After what seemed like forever, everybody left, and things got back to normal. Heather was allowed to watch a scary film before she went to bed, but I had to help Alice and Mr. Deck clean up. I wasn't happy about this, but the old man said if I was quick, then I could watch the end of the film with them.
Right, it's bonking time. I loves a bit of bonking.
Alice was
3,
vacuuming,
4,
and
5, 6,
Mr.
7
Deck was
cat runs
taking
rest.
down the decorations. So
Barlet
I thought
cheered.
I should clean up the
X1.
plates and
A
glasses.
robot like your little man.
Robot like my little man. I don't know what you mean. But thank you for the cheer. Right, we need to clean up all the empty drinks. This is just like Jet Set Willy.
The ear-splitting sound was the fire alarm. As usual, Mr. Deck blamed Mr. Silton, saying he was probably smoking one of his jazz cigarettes. But then the professor appeared. He said that there was something burning in the kitchen. Alice looked confused,
It's a robot.
saying that she hadn't cooked anything since the
It
morning.
is a robot. Horace is
We were
a
all
robot.
surprised when Mr. Deck opened the oven. Inside was a large black cloak and a slightly burnt pair of men's underwear. Suddenly the old lady burst in. She looked terrified. She kept shouting, "There's someone on the roof." When we went outside, it slowly became obvious that it was Mr. Silton. He was completely naked and playing his guitar. He shouted down, "When I finish this song, I'm going to fly." The old lady said, "Oh my God, I know this one. There's only about 30 seconds left." The old man then quickly turned to me and said, "You know what to do."
Right, we've got 30 seconds to... Oh, we're dead. We've got 30 seconds to do this.
By the time I had made it up to the roof, Mr. Silton was beside the edge. I tried to calm him down, but he was acting even more bizarre than usual.
Robot saves local idiots. Herobot saves again. Android and
After an hour
hero.
or so, Mr. Silton was fine. He said he had eaten some bad magic mushrooms. Part of me wondered why he hadn't doubled in size. Still, he was soon laughing and joking with the paramedics. One of them said he looked like the world's worst clown. I don't think Mr. Silton liked that. So he told his own joke. But that just made the other paramedic call him Marshmallow Marceau. I don't think he liked that either, but at least he was still in one piece.
All games are weird.
A month or so later, Heather and I were playing video games, when the old man said he wanted me to come outside. He said it had been a year since I had arrived, so he had a present for me.
You like the laughing when the shoulders go up and
He
down.
placed the teddy bear high up on a wooden platform. He then told me I should try to pick it up. Try as I might, I couldn't reach the teddy bear. However, I still don't understand what happened next.
Oh my god, this is so sad. Yeah, I wasn't expecting this to happen. Who died? Just had to change this. The old man died. And for some reason I seem to have shut down. It's not working. Got a hammer. System shutdown complete. They like toying with emotions, computer games, don't they? Nope. That's pausing it. I forgot if you press anything, it just pauses. I'm sure Horace will be okay. It's his game. We've only been playing it out like 45 minutes. I don't even know what's going on here. I've played this bit before.
Was I dead? Was this heaven? It sort of looked like the basement bathroom. It was the shoes the old man was going to give me. I thought I might as well put them on. They were just the right size. The old man's hat fit me pretty good as well. I'm sure he wouldn't mind if I wore or it.
Nothing is beautiful from every point of view. My World Ripped Apart, Chapter 3.
Amazingly, the shoes allowed me to defy gravity. Or maybe it was the hat.
Yeah, I really wasn't expecting the game to suddenly be like this when I started playing before. It was like, what?
Part of the basement was flooded, and the stairs had collapsed. I didn't know what was going on, but I knew I wanted to get back upstairs.
Right, I'm on the floor again.
How long had I been asleep? Months? Years? I was so confused. Where had everybody gone? I was slightly scared. This was the first time I had been outside on my own.
It's dramatic music for going outside alone.
I knew what I had to do. This had to be my purpose. I would clean a million things, so I could become a real boy. Whatever that meant.
So I think that's my purpose. We've got to clean a million things. That seems like a lot, a million.
I was surprised to see an old man, but not as surprised as he was. It turned out he was blind. He was kneeling on the floor with his hand in a drain. When I asked him what he was doing, he said his cat had crawled into the pipes, and he was trying to get her out. He was very happy when I offered to help. He said there was no way we could reach her from here, so if I was willing, I could make my way through the sewers and get her from the other end. He said he would turn off the water for as long as possible, but I would have to run, as the pipes would soon fill up again. I happily agreed. So he gave me a key. He said this will open all the sewer gates. Go through here, then down the ladder, and through the big door at the bottom.
It's alright. We're going to save the kitty cat. We'll just clean up this rubbish first. Where's the ladder?
I better run.
Dead. Dead. Oh. Rubbish. I like the music though. It's... No, what am I doing? Keep dying. Yeah. I keep forgetting about that water. Okay, we've got to run. We've got to run. No, dead. I'm not sure we are going to save the kiddie. I'm doing rubbish. Thank you for the good luck there, Eva. Oh my god. Right, I think I need to jump over that bit rather than going down there. That worked better. Okay, I can't be bothered to get all the rubbish. I feel it's too hard to get it all. Oh, you must say, I'm doing my best to save the kiddie. I'm doing my best. I think we got it this time. I think we're there this time. No, we're not. How on earth are you meant to get all the junk as well as outrun the water?
I found the old man's cat. She was fine, if a little confused. I was horrified. It looked like me, but it shambled around like something from the film we watched on Halloween.
Okay, we've got the kitty. We're taking Kitty back home. I think I went the wrong way. Where am I going? No, that isn't the way. No! How's the game going? It's going well. It's got a bit weird that I can now walk up and down walls. And it got a bit sad that the old man died, but you know.
The man was happy to have his cat back. He looked so content with her sat on his lap. I told him about the thing I saw, but he just laughed and said, "Those bastard robots, they're always getting up through the pipes. Don't worry though, it'll never get through the big doors. If I had my way, we'd have blown up the lot of them when we had the chance." I wasn't sure what he meant, but I decided now wouldn't be the best time to tell him I was a robot. The man laughed and said, "Don't worry, I know who you are," and told me that he knew the old man. As we chatted, the man brewed himself some tea. He said that he had worked for the old man. In fact, he had lost his sight in one of the old man's factories. Strangely, he smiled at this thought. "He always did me right," he said. "When I had my accident, the old man said he would look after me. And he did. He always made sure I had enough money, and he let me move into this old pumping station on his land. Which reminds me, I have something here for you." He rummaged around behind a cupboard. Then he continued saying, "The old man wanted you to have this when you were old enough, but fate wouldn't allow it." He passed me a large box. It was empty. I thought about pretending to be excited, but the man said, "Wait a minute. It's empty, isn't it?" He slumped back in his chair. "I was robbed a few months ago," he said, almost in a whisper. "It's strange. They took practically anything metal, but left loads of food and a brand new saxophone." The man looked sad, so I thought I would try to change the subject. I told him about my quest to clean a million things. This at least made him smile. He said I was welcome to go back through the pipes any time I wanted, as there were loads of old things in there that could be cleaned away.
Right, chat time. I have a thing for collection flowers on AC. Okay. I know, right? We didn't expect the old man to die. Well, I did, because I've kind of played up to this point before. But we've done 5,000 things cleared. That we're getting there with the million things. I think I've actually got to go the other way now, if I remember rightly. Run, Horace. I kind of wish things just like got cleaned up straight away. It's like the bigger they are, the longer you have to stand on them before they get cleaned. I can hear cats. Rest in peace, old man. How do I get up there? Like that. See, this game really does mess with my brain. Because it's like you can just turn platforms around to jump. So, of course, I got to wondering... It's like the ground is now above me. So what happens if I fall And this is what happens. I found that quite amusing. You just fall off the earth. Right, let's go find the noise. After murdering Horace. I won't do it again. Don't worry. You were. I don't think it is cats. I think it's people calling for help. I think it's people calling from the building that's on fire. Let me just clean these things up first.
The screaming was coming from one of the bedrooms, but the stairs were blocked by a wall of fire. The people screaming turned out to be a man, a woman, and their children. They were confused and terrified. At first the man looked like he was ready to fight me, but after I convinced them that I was there to help, he calmed down. There was no way I could carry them all at once, so the children went first.
Oh, I can't run when I'm carrying people.
I dropped the children off at the front door and promised them that I would be back with their parents.
Nope. Yeah. Why is there just electric flying around? It's dangerous.
The fire was getting much worse, so the woman went next.
You telling me I could have just jumped like that? Oh. Well, at least the lady didn't die.
When we got to the front door, all the woman said was, "Thank you. Please hurry." By the time I managed to get back, the man was unconscious. I had to pick him up quickly, as I could tell the house was going to collapse at any moment.
Nope. Nope. I keep trying to move before I'm allowed. God, this guy's heavy. I can barely move. No. Right, I can't jump when I'm carrying big, heavy pepper lump. Oh, look at that little diddy jump. Come on, let's get through this. We're going to have to go through this door, aren't we? Okay, we're out. Or not. One of the two. We either did it or we didn't. He got like a centimetre of ground when you jump. I know, right? That's because that bloke was so heavy. I just couldn't jump.
I helped the family set up a tent so they had somewhere to stay. The kids were excited as they got to camp outside, but I think they knew they had just lost their home. When I mentioned my quest to clean a million things, the man said I should look through the rubble of the house, as they had no use for it. So, when everyone was making dinner, I looked through the wreckage. There wasn't anything I could clean, but to my astonishment, I found a TV set and a games console. With a bit of fiddling, I was able to get them to work. So I sat playing games with the kids until their parents said it was bedtime. As we talked, the man opened a bottle of wine. I asked what had happened. Why was everything so ruined? The man looked at the woman, then the woman sighed and said, "There was a war." "Yes, a war," said the man. "One side of the planet attacked the other, and before we knew, it was all over. Everything gone. Everything
I thought it looked more
destroyed.
like an SNES, Super Nintendo.
"Well, it's late," said the woman. "We should really get some sleep. Help yourself to anything you need, and we'll see you tomorrow." In the morning, I asked the man if he knew what had caused the fire that had destroyed their house. The man smiled. "Crap old house, bad wiring, constant electrical surges from the unreliable power plant. Take your pick."
Oh, your
He
kid
said
with the lighter.
If we had the money, we'd move to the mainland. But we can barely feed ourselves, let alone buy a new house, so for now we're left here with the rest of the scum. But he did say I should head to the mainland, as there would be plenty there for me to clean, and a better quality of rubbish. The man said, "Before the war, my lovely wife used to be a fisherman." "Fisherwoman? Fishing person?" "I used to catch fish," interrupted the woman, "and, seeing as you saved us all from the fiery end, maybe you would like to borrow my boat to get to the mainland." I was a little scared, but then they gave me some captain software, and I was an old salty sea dog within minutes.
Boat captain software.
I took the fisherman's boat to the mainland. The fisherman was right. Everything was in pieces. Everything had been destroyed. I
Nearly.
docked the boat in some ruins. They must have once been a town.
I'm nearly at the point to where I've played up to. I've done this bit and I've gone back again. And that's as far as I've gone on this game. Let's clean this up. Yes, seagulls indeed. I don't know why I can't walk down that wall. I'm sure there's a reason. It took me ages to work all this stuff out of how to get over these gaps. It really messes with my head trying to do these puzzles. That I can just flip the world around.
The huge door was sealed shut. I wasn't sure how to get inside.
That's because we don't get inside just yet. I'm guessing at some point we'll be able to go into the water.
I was confronted by a lovable fat old dog. He almost looked pleased to see
Get
me.
past the first section. Yes, you would in the end.
Suddenly, 3 men appeared holding large guns. Or at least 2 men and what looked to be a pregnant woman. Incredibly, it was Mr. Silton. "I thought you'd been shut down," he said. "I mean, it's been years." "I'm not really sure what happened," I replied. I then told him about me cleaning a million things. He laughed and said, "Nothing changes." He then showed me into what was surprisingly a really nice house. "Please excuse my husband," said the pregnant lady. "I'm Edwina, but everyone calls me Eddie. I believe you know this idiot, and that's Preston." "We've met," said the small man. "It was me that delivered that thing, remember? All you used to deliver was weed," mumbled Mr. Silton as he put the dog dish on the floor. "And I was there that night, when this twat was off his face on mushrooms. Thanks for letting me and the dog stay, by the way." "Yeah, well, we like the dog," said Mrs. Silton. "And I suppose I've got you to thank for us meeting. What with you giving Barry those dodgy magic mushrooms?" She pulled out an old photograph. It was one that Heather had taken the night I had saved Mr. Silton.
Debbie, thank you for the good luck. Oh, she was the paramedic.
It reminded me of everyone else, so I asked what had happened to them. Mr. Silton said Alice had a small place in the countryside. The professor had holed up in one of the old man's factories. Mr. Deck was, believe it or not, now a presenter on the only state television channel. And Heather and her mother lived on a government compound where they both worked. I asked about the old man, surprised that Mr. Silton hadn't mentioned him. He's dead," said Mr. Silton. "Sorry, I thought you knew." "Anyway," said Mr. Preston, "I thought you said that robot thing found the mushrooms for you in that hoarder's manky old barn." Mr. Silton looked embarrassed. "Well," said Mrs. Silton, "I guess we've got you to thank for getting us together then." "Time for bed, I think," said Mr. Silton. "Make yourself comfy, and we'll see you in the morning."
Who knew robots streamed? I'm coming, old man. I'm coming. You like this game? I really enjoyed what I've played of it so far. And for £1.09, I mean, it's normally £10, this one. But I paid £1.09 for it. It was like, wow. I've heard lots of good things about it as well.
The next day, I thought it might be a good time to ask about the war, judging by the look on everyone's faces. It wasn't. "Well, the war," said Mr. Silton. Barry interrupted his wife. "Can I see you for a minute?" and dragged Mr. Silton out of the room, leaving me with Mr. Preston. All of a sudden, Mr. Silton appeared. "How about a tune-up?" he said. Mrs. Silton started to make some food, and Mr. Preston was playing with the dog. leaving me to chat with Mr. Silton. I said that I really wanted to see everyone else, but Mr. Silton said that it wouldn't be that easy. Traveling now, especially for a robot, is complicated. Go back to the house, you could even do some cleaning. Wait there and I'll work out a way to get you to each of them. I told him that I couldn't get into the main house because the hallway ceiling had collapsed. I have just the thing, said Mr. Silton, as he pulled some sort of card out of his pocket. If you can get into the caves under the church next door to the house, you can use this security pass to get into the old man's laboratories. You can get into the main house that way. I was so excited I would be able to get back into my old room. I said thanks and made my way to the front door. Also, I think you might be able to help us out, said Mr. Silton, but we'll meet up back at the old man's house in a couple of days. You head there and we'll see you soon.
Right, back to the house, I guess. See, we definitely got to go in the water at some point, seeing as there's rubbish down there. I dread to think what some of the puzzles are going to be like later. With like the way everything, with the way the world rotates. I'm definitely going to get stuck big time. Get ready to Google stuff.
I took the fisherman's boat to the old man's estate.
Oh, no, wrong button. Okay, so we need to go in through the church. Is that the church? I don't know. We're looking for a church. I think this is a church. At least the door looks very churchy. We'll just get the rubbish before we go in. I mean, we've got to clean a million things, so, you know. We need to get all the rubbish when we can. That was unfortunate. I just... Ah. Okay, I'm on the floor. I didn't mean to fall sideways across the world. Cool. We can go in here. Did I not go in? No. There's more robot things down there.
As I walked through the old church ruins, I was surprised to hear Mr. Silton calling me. He said he had forgotten to give me something, and the church's community hall would be the perfect place to try it out. As soon as we walked into the hall, Mr. Silton said he had a present for me. It was a pair of Atlas gloves. They made me think of the old blind man with the cat, and his stolen Atlas gloves. I wonder if Mr. Silton knew how lucky he was to still have them with a glove thief around. Mr. Silton asked me to try the gloves on and start chucking things around. But not him. He was very clear about that. Mr. Silton suggested we clean the hall. Of course I knew when he said we, he meant me. But I was happy to try out my new gloves. He said I should clear everything off of the basketball court and put the things on the floor either side. I fiddled with the settings for a bit, but when Mr. Silton saw I was having trouble, he produced a small manual. He explained that pressing down and Y would pick the thing up. Y would then throw the thing, and if I wanted to place it on the floor, I should again press down and Y. He looked more and more confused as he read all this, but eventually he finished by saying, "Well, I hope that made more sense to you than it did to me."
Ugh. Where am I putting it? Am I putting it over here? I'm assuming I'm putting it over there. That's where it's going anyway. Was I going to be putting it over there? I don't know. I don't know which side I'm meant to be putting all this stuff. If I end up having to move it all to the other side, I'm not going to be impressed. I'm going to just throw the baby from here. That is a really bad place for the baby to have landed. Like, really bad. I'm not sure I can pick that baby up anymore. I think I've broken the game. Oh, I got it.
Mr. Silton sounded slightly annoyed when he said, "Come on, take all the stuff off the basketball court and chuck it either side."
Oh, either side. Either side.
"Let's see what else these gloves can do," said Mr. Silton as he flicked through the manual. He actually looked quite excited when he explained that holding Y while walking into or under a falling thing would allow me to catch it. I must admit, I was then really happy when he suggested we make it a game and I try to catch 10 basketballs.
Oh, I'm doing rubbish. Yes, I got one. Oh, really? I hope he's got a lot of basketballs in there. Oh my god. Really? Come on. I was definitely in the right place then. I don't like how accurate you have to be here. Why can't it give me a little bit of leeway? This is getting harder and harder because there's more and more balls on the court. I think I've actually got to I've got to press Y just before it gets to me. I thought I could just leave my finger on Y.
Next, Mr. Silton suggested we make it a real game and see how quickly I could score 10 baskets.
What?
I enjoyed this so much. It felt just like the good old days. Except Mr. Silton wasn't as forgiving as the old man.
I've got to press down, haven't I? Oh, look at me go. Nope, come back here, ball. Okay, 3 more. 2 more. 1 more.
When I'd scored 10 baskets, Mr. Silton gave me what he called a high five. He said I now knew everything about the gloves and I should be able to continue through the basement of the church into the house. When I asked him if he was coming with me, he just laughed and said they would catch up with me in the main hall.
And then take a basketball with me. Nope, I can't take it through the doors.
I was stood in a gigantic cavern. When I looked down, I was horrified to see hundreds of corpses of those things. As horrible as it sounds, my stepdad Chip said they were things to clean. So clean them I would.
Okay. There's water there. Oh, I don't think I can get that one. No, I can't get them all.
Where are my donuts?
Alpha Unav. I probably said that really badly. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome along. Right. Okay, we've got to get something to let us go in the water soon. Because there's loads of stuff in the water we need to clean. Nope. We'll go this way.
That must be the door Mr. Silton talked about.
Okay. Well, we've got 3,000 things clean out of the million. It's going to take us a while, I think.
The door was exactly as Mr. Silton had described it. I just hoped that the card he had given me was the security key and not just some backstage pass. Well, it opened the door, but soon an alarm went off. Something caught my eye. It was a small yellow sphere. The book next to it explained that it was a shield that would automatically take a hit for me when activated. The X button took the shield in and out of storage, meaning I could save it for when the going got tough. It seemed that I started with 2 slots to carry shields, but I could upgrade to be able to carry more.
You
If both I and the
shields.
shield died in the same room, the Lazarus chip would bring us both back. It's almost as if the shield needed its sacrifice to mean something. It felt like a true friend, proving that even the simplest of faces can bring out an emotional reaction.
do I need the bin for? Oh, oh, no. I don't know why I needed the bin. At least we've got 2 shields now. Okay, can we jump under that? Probably not, but we did. We did, we jumped under it. Right, we need those blocks to come back to life. There we go. That didn't go well. Right, so let's just be patient. Be patient.
Something literally caught my eye. I remembered the old man had installed some software that helped show me things that were interactive, and how to interact with them. This must be what he was talking about. The electron gun blew the power. I needed to turn it back on before I could fire again.
I'm scared by those lasers. They look like they're going to like suddenly shoot across the room and try and kill me. Okay, why have we got a boss battle? No! Why is it when I hit the robot, you see like a skeleton? Oh, you see like a skeleton come out. Okay, there's a gun on the other side as well. That's cool. I didn't realise that. We did it. We beat the first boss. No one said there was going to be boss battles in this.
The video recorder's blinking light caught my eye. It must have been years since I had seen a film or TV show. Maybe I could take a little break from my quest and watch the film on the tape.
Ghostbusters 2.
As the video started, I was surprised to see the old man. "Hello, hello," he bellowed in his familiar tone. "This is test number, 107C. He continued as he read from a clipboard. "This unit still has 3 major issues. 1. The shell is so incredibly thick that the whole machine is still far too large and heavy. 2. The missile system is too unpredictable and aggressive. And 3. The trade-off between power and intelligence is far too great. I think the military capabilities would be far too dangerous in the wrong hands. I think we would be best to push forward with the Innocence Project." I didn't really understand a word of what he said, and I was slightly disappointed that he had recorded over the film. but it was nice to see the old man's face again.
I don't think the old man was as innocent. Manic Miner music.
I wasn't sure what was going on, but suddenly inanimate objects started to come to life.
Right, I'm being chased by boxes.
Right, it's bonking time.
Dead.
I loves a bit of bonking. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, can't remember the rest.
Diva John 87 cheered. X10.
Dibajan, thank you so much for the cheer. I love calling you Dibajan. Okay, there's some... Oh, I've got it. I've worked it out. I've worked it out. My mind has just gone ping. We've got Manic Miner music playing, and in Manic Miner there was so many like inanimate objects that were just going backwards and forwards that used to kill you. I need to play Manic Miner on stream. I could play Manic Miner on stream. Moose's head. Why? Why is there a moose's head? That's my new name on here. It's just a giant moose head walking up and down. You've not heard of Manic Miner? It was like one of the first games I ever played. It was on the ZX Spectrum. Never heard of it. It's a platform game. There's only about, I want to say 20 levels, but I think there's slightly less than that. And it's really hard. They made a sequel, Jet Set Willy, which was still good, but it was no Manic Miner. Right, I don't know where I'm going. I think I'll go this way. See, that's the problem. This whole three-dimensional thing is breaking my brain. But I need to work out though if the version of Manic Miner that I can play will have infinite lives. So if it's not got infinite lives, there's no way I'm going to be able to do it. Nope. Oh my god. Right. Okay, at least I'm not all the way back at the beginning. Right. Jump over the electrics. This game is definitely getting harder. I'm do liking the shields though. Okay, we're through the room. We're through the room. Right, so I'm going to have to go on there, then I'm going to have to run round to get on the other side. Imagine if I jump too high, I'm going to, like, splish into the water. If splish is a real word, of course. Okay, we're good, we're good, we're good. No, I can just stay on that. That's cool. This is cool. That's not so cool. Can I go? But I can go this way as well. Yeah, but there's no way of getting over that, is there? We'll take the hit. We'll take the hit. I like the way we get options of which way to go. So I'm guessing I've got to get over to the other side. No, I can just go through this door. This is the way, isn't it? Oh god. Oh god. Oh, there's so much stuff to clean up there. Why am I trying to clean? Get off. Get off. Look at all these dead robot bits. This has just got so much harder. That'd been so much easier if the staircase was still there. Oh. Okay, so we've cleaned up 5,000 bits. Only another 995,000 bits to go. Right, this bit's awkward. I don't seem to be able to jump very high. Because I zapped my head on the ceiling. Okay, little jumps, little jumps. That's what was needed. Yay, we got a shield. Oh, that room was hard.
Batteries come in all shapes and sizes.
What am I doing with this? Oh, okay, I get it. I'm defying gravity, but that thing isn't. So because I'm holding on to it, it's making me jump higher when I'm on the ceiling. I got that. I understood it. And we got a shield again. Warning. Elevator 001 damaged. Oh dear. Can we have the elevator back, please? No, I didn't get off the elevator in time. I love the way how they're just like giant drawing pins holding the walls in. Oh, still not through.
Seeing another VCR made me wonder if there were any more recordings of the old man. I rummaged behind the TV and was not surprised to find two more dusty old tapes. One just had hours of some strange sport.
I like that Andre the Giant was on it.
But the other had a recording of the old man. Hello, hello, came his voice again. Right, this is urgent. Cancel the nanobot program immediately. All production to be stopped. Contain the remaining units in these corrosion-proof canisters. Although I'm sure it's obvious, the old man continued. We have discovered that they are essentially unstoppable and can form a controlling intelligence around any object.
So that's why. Dancing toasters, yes. Where have we seen that before?
Need I say more? Well, at least that explained why everything moved with minds of their own. I'd never been in this part of the house before, but I figured I would get back to more familiar surroundings once I made it through these laboratories.
We're getting this way, aren't we? All that stuff I can't clean. Right, how do I get over there? I guess we take the hit. Nope. Nope. No one told me I'd have to be solving puzzles in this game. Let's get some rubbish out the bins. Look at all those cogs over there. There's so many cogs. I don't know why I want to get this in the net, but I feel that it's something I need to do. I bet I can't even get it in the net. Oh, I think I could. Oh, so close. Right, it's just it's gonna be about here, I think. If I don't just throw it up. If this doesn't do anything, I'm going to be very upset. It did nothing. It did nothing. Enter.exe. Nanobot snake. Intruder alert. Destroy the humanoid. Don't destroy me. Right, what am I doing? What am I doing? Apart from just running around. Okay. I've got it. I've got what I'm doing. God. I need to get on there. Oh great, now there's two snakes. I feel I need to get on them from the back, but that one's catching me up quite big time. Okay, one left, one left. Nope. Ah. Right, I'm getting an idea of what I'm going to be doing. Pull this out, quick. There we go. There we go. Kind of need to jump on it when it's going down and I'm going across. There we go. Okay, I've only been hit once, that's good. What is this? I didn't sign up for this. God. That's what I say. Can we just win already? Oh, jeez. Can I just win already? That wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad. I'm going to pick the basketball up. I'm going to play basketball, it's easier. Oh, jeez. We're on a slow elevator with two saws going through it while avoiding an electrified barbed wire. How is this fair?
I needed to get back on the moving lift.
At least he told me that he needed to get back on the moving lift. That was very nice of him. Rubbish. Well, apparently there's just death down there. Okay, let's go back this way, go on the other lift. We do not like this one little bit. Oh, and we're back to here again. Well, that was rubbish. If I die, will I be back to the door? Good. Debbie, thank you for the good luck. Right, so I have to do this. Right, let's kill these things with the bin, because that'll make my job a little bit easier. And then if we kill those as well... Okay, so what's that? Okay, is the platform I need to land on? No, I got low battery in my controller. No. There, we plugged the controller in. We plugged the controller in. I'm not sure I can go anywhere in here, can I? Okay, let's try the door on the other side. It's barred.
The door was nailed shut, and my fingers were too large to get a decent grip on the planks. I needed something like a crowbar. The door was nailed shut, and my fingers were too large to get a decent grip on the planks. I needed something like a crowbar.
Right, what am I missing in here then? That's gonna
My
kill.
shoes struggled to grip the slippery wall. I'd need to keep jumping to climb it.
That's what I was missing. No. Oh, the difficulty level is getting harder. Nope. Timing was off. Timing was really bad. We're good, we're good. We didn't need a crowbar yet.
Knock, knock, chuckled Mr. Silton. It's all right, we'll claim it on the insurance as accidental damage. Get me a new TV as well. I explained
No,
to
you
them
won't
that
lose
I
anything,
had found
Debbie.
some of the old man's home videos.
But if you go
and
back
the
into Animal
contents had
Crossing
shocked me.
at a time
The dirty
before
old bugger,
that you've
interrupted Mr.
played,
Silton.
you'll
But I
get
didn't know what he
like
meant,
extra
so I
weeds and
continued
stuff all over the
explaining
place.
about the nanobots, and Mr. Silton said we needed to get our sharpest minds on the case.
But you won't lose
Not
anything.
you dipshit. He barked at Mr. Preston.
He
We
said a
need
bad
to
word.
rescue Heather and her mum. I wasn't sure what Mr. Silton meant by rescue, but I thought I would leave them to clear up. The weather felt cold and ominous as we made our way back outside. "Before we meet the others, I need you to help me get my stolen van back," explained Mr. Silton. "It's going to be dangerous, and we need someone dependable." The equipment was heavy, but I was happy to help pack the large boxes until Preston returned with what Mr. Silton called the mean machine.
All we are is dust and shadows. Mr. Silton's van. Chapter 5.
Mr. Preston seemed even more anxious than usual. At first I thought he just needed to use a toilet, but Mr. Silton explained that their old gang members lived around here. "Somehow the money went missing when we robbed that post office," he continued. "For some reason they thought we'd taken it, but, as he put it, why would we live in such a dump if we had a load of money?" Although this clarified things for me, it certainly didn't calm Mr. Preston, who suggested we gotta move on. "Don't worry, we'll be a matter of minutes. We just need to send Mr. Chips up there to have a look," said Mr. Silton as he pointed to a window high up the building. "Go on," he said with a smile. "Off you go then."
Right. Before we tackle this part of the game, I'm just going to take a quick break. So if you're not subscribed, you may or may not see some adverts now. Who knows? But please watch them. Just leave them running in the background because it does help my channel out. And it's free to you to help my channel out. So I will see you in a couple of moments. Take this time to have a drink, have a stretch, and we'll talk soon. Hello. Did you enjoy your little break? I hope so. Right. I like the fact that we've got like Del Boy's three-wheeler in the compound yard there. See, I told you it was a very British game. Oh my god, look at all this rubbish I would have missed if I hadn't checked this on my break. I was like, I wonder what would happen if I go the other way. Look at it all. Look at all this rubbish. Got a 19 junk combo. Okay, so I guess we need to scale this building. And it started off so well. Okay, baby jump. Baby jump. I don't like having bars above my head. I don't like walking around corners when I don't expect it. Well, they definitely don't want people getting into this building, do they? Jump here. Big jump. Jump. Turn. Jump. Walk. Turn. Jump. $2.95 for a plate of shrimp. Where am I at? There we go.
The man didn't look like a thief, but maybe his striped jumper was in the wash. Mr. Silton was certain he'd stolen the van though, so I watched for a moment. But then I heard Mr. Silton climbing up. I was going to speak, but Mr. Silton held a finger up to his lips. He looked incredibly serious for a moment. One swift movement, and we were inside. Mr. Silton whispered that I was to go one way while he went another.
Mr.
Why are you
Silton's the
whispering?
bad
I asked him. Where are we going? Find the keys to my van, Robocop, said Mr. Silton through gritted teeth.
I want that can. There we go. Well, that seems safe.
The piles of junk were all wired into the mains. I suppose it was a good deterrent against thieves.
Where am I going? I don't know where I'm going. How do I get round there? I'm thinking I've got to turn the power off somehow. Or not.
Mr. Silton said we should split up, so I thought it best to go the other way.
Right, we've got a problem here. I can't see what to do. Do I just take the hit and run through? I guess so. Yeah. That's harsh. That is harsh. Right, I don't see how else I can do that without just losing my shield. Right, so let's try not to get caught in the trap this time. Let's try not to jump onto the ceiling this time, which is actually the wall. let's just jump off. There we go. We jumped off. It's all good. Okay, so they didn't actually start giving fire off until you run on them. That's fine. Oh, I had a my shield doesn't protect me from them. One. No. Right, remember to get the shield out the bin. Not that it's any good against the evil man traps of death. Sorry, person traps. The evil person traps of death. I've lost my shield already. I didn't think I'd picked it up. Right, we don't have to run all the time. Just take my time. There's no time limit. There's no race. We can just have a little doodle. Nice little stroll. Run across that bit. Straight into the trap. I tell you, this game did not look hard when I was looking at the... No one said it was difficult when I've read the reviews. It was all like, oh yeah, it's a really good game. Not, it's really hard. You're probably going to die lots. We did it and we got all the junk as well.
Alice would have felt at home here, with all the huge piles of junk everywhere.
Well, we got hit, but we got through. What more do you want? Can I just say, this house is very dangerous. I got flattened. I quite enjoyed it though. We're through. And we got all the junk. I don't like having my head cut off. It's quite bad. I really want that shield. Shields are important. I like the way I can hold two. Oh, God. Which key is it? Have I got to collect all the
I
keys?
didn't know which key I should take, so I took all of them.
Oh, I can't reach that one. At least when you die, you don't lose everything you've picked up.
I finally managed to collect all of the keys.
So have I just got to go back? I hope I've just got to go back.
As soon as I heard the gunshot, I knew I needed to go back and find Mr. Silton.
Yeah, I think Mr. Silton is the one doing the gun shooting. Okay. I don't think Mr. Silton's as nice as this robot thinks he is. Ouch. Yeah, these are quite painful things to be hit on the head with. That was a big ouch as well. God, I had a shield last time. Double ouch. What was worse, being crushed to death or being split in half? Ugh. Damn it. I think I need to hold run down less. I think that's my problem. I keep sliding into things. Yeah, that was a lot easier. Okay. Okay, we're nearly back out. Why are things harder when you have to do them the other way round? Nope. Go, go, go. I don't know how to do this. Okay. Apparently I can move the chain while I'm on it. I did not know this. Let's not forget to clean up and smash the bin. There's often shields in bins. Let's go get that bike while we're here. Well, you do know. What? Well, you do know. Okay. I don't... So much rubbish. Oh well, we got through at least. Oh, I knew I had to do a little jump and I'm so far back now. Let's get my shield. Don't forget my shield. Stupid bin. Okay, I need to wait. I can't just run straight away there. That is so hard to get through. No, I definitely can't do it from the ceiling. Right, we'll wait here. Then we run again. We need to jump. Run. Jump. Run. Jump. Right, diddy jumps. Diddy jumps, not big, huge, hoofing jumps. They're going to hit me into the ceiling. I wish I could do this without getting hit. Oh my god, I did. No! And now it's all gone wrong. I might just take the bin with me. Right, let's do this again without getting hit. Nope. Nope. Once was enough. Okay. Stop jumping so high. Right, I don't know what's going on now. every single time. Oh, look. It's now given me a pity shield. The game is like, you have died so many times. We're going to give you a shield. Great. Pity shields. Oh my god. At least we got all the junk.
The old man was pointing an even older gun right at Mr. Silton's face. But the man looked terrified when he saw me. I can still picture his hand shaking as he reloaded his ancient firearm. "This wasn't the plan," shouted Mr. Silton. "It's him or me. Let him have it."
What?
I didn't know what I was going to do when I caught the old man.
I don't want to chase an old man. He's terrified.
But I knew I had to stop him. If someone dared hurt my friends, they would have to pay.
I need to duck that one. I don't know what's happening. We went to get the keys back to a van that's been impounded. I'm just ripped the guy's arm off. I've killed him. I've just killed a human. I just touched him and he died. I don't know. There's been a war. I was shut down for quite a while and I've sort of come back to life. I'm not happy about having killed. Not happy. This is scary. I think I'm having like an inner turmoil going on at the moment. I'm pretty sure the van was impounded. It wasn't stolen like the guy had told me. So when he had gone to break in to get it, the old man had got a gun to him. And obviously I've just killed him. Now the world is grey.
I kept turning the events over in my mind. Could I have handled things differently? Could I save Mr. Silton without hurting that man? Mr. Preston could see I was upset and said music was a good alternative to facing up to problems. "Come with me," he insisted. "I'm going to teach you how to play drums." "First," he said, "just play the bass drum along with me. We'll see how good your timing is."
Oh God. Play to the
Play
beat.
the beat. Mr. Preston asked, "Were you happy with that, or would you like to try again?"
I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it. I'm not sure where we're actually going. He wants to reunite with the rest of the family.
Give each drum a few hits to get a feel for them, continued Mr. Preston. Watch me
God, I'm
play
no
the
good at
notes
these
as
sort of
they hit the
things.
top, like this.
I fouled already.
Now you try. Mr. Preston asked, were you happy with that, or would you like to try again?
I'm happy with that. I don't know where the drums come. Basically, this guy's gone to me, look, play some music. It's better than facing up to your problems. I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it. Let's play a song together. Really? We're now just sort of playing Guitar Hero. God, this is so horrible. Never played Guitar Hero in my life. The only rhythm game I've ever played is Donkey Konga on the GameCube, where you use bongos. Musician Ninqueso. I got a C rating. There you go. I'm fine with that. My strongest drum was a snare. Well, obviously, of course, the snare drum's going to be my best. For those that don't know, I used to wrestle. Well, technically, I still would wrestle if someone booked me, and I used to wrestle as snare. I would not like to try it again. No, I'm good. Your cam is swinging.
Mr. Silton was patched up, but still pretty angry. He referred to the man as a word that wasn't in my dictionary file. It should have been between canny and cup. I reminded Mr. Silton about going to find the others now we had the van. But he said there was something even more important we had to do first. Mr. Silton explained that it was a good idea that Mr. Logan be released from prison early, and that this wouldn't involve a parole board, but might involve dynamite.
Can't break someone out of prison.
Straight away I was apprehensive. I thought only bad people went to prison. I knew Mr. Logan was the guitarist in Mr. Silton's band, but why would we help a bad person? In the end, I think it's only Mrs. Silton's smile that convinced me to help. Mrs. Silton promised to have a present for us when we got back. She said she'd been saving her money from her decorating job. I didn't know what I would need money for, but then realized, if nothing else, new games consoles must be out. Be careful, said Mrs. Silton with a big smile. Don't rob any post offices, and don't get shot.
Right, so we're going to break someone
In
out of
the dead
prison
of
now.
night, it was surprisingly easy to get close to the prison building. Mr. Silton said it was like the Death Star and had a weakness we could exploit. Although I seem to remember the robot getting shot when they did that in the film. But there was no time to worry as Mr. Silton pressed a walkie-talkie into my hand and said, "Good luck."
A false friend and a shadow attend only while the sun shines. Friends aren't always what they seem. No, you don't say, game. You don't say. Don't know where I'm going. Right. We got to go up here somewhere. We'll try this way. Oh, dead. Right. I think it's this way. Oh, I can't jump up there. Right, maybe it's not this way. Let's go the other way. I hope there's not a time limit on that door. I'm guessing I've got to open the door again now. Oh, why can't my little robot realise what I'm doing is wrong? There is a time limit on the door. Well, that sucks. That sucks big time. Right, we've got to do this quick. Thing is, I don't want to set it. I think I want to jump over the button so that I set it off as soon as I'm running. So if I jump over the button here, and that'll give me that extra couple of seconds. Plop. Poop. That's what I'll say. Poop. I got zapped. I got zapped.
It was obvious the security lights would set off an alarm.
Can I hide in the boxes? I think I can. It's Metal Gear Solid time, people. We're hiding in boxes. Hello, Barless again. Okay. No, hide, hide.
I needed to find somewhere to hide, or the guards would kill me.
Hide! Ice cream sandwich. Right, I think there's a gun up there that I can just destroy these. You dozed off. Well, we're breaking into prison at the moment to break someone out, and I don't think we should be doing it.
According to Mr. Sultan, this was the switch that would open the way to
Cell
Mr.
block
Logan's
8.
Cell block.
Sorry. It's like whoever's made this game crawled into my mind and they know everything about me. These guards are rubbish. They don't look in the lockers. Hide behind the box. Right, I don't know where I'm going. Okay, the alarms no longer gets me. That's good. We switched the alarm override off. Do I have Super Mario Party? Yes, I do. I think I've got to go back to where I came from. Hide, hide, hide. Oh my god. Don't get out. Don't get out when there's... I mean, I hope when Super Mario Party 2 comes out that they got like proper online play. Because it's very upsetting that you can only, like, play a couple of levels online. Being able to do the whole game on stream would be really good. I don't know where I'm going. Cell block H this way. Cool. Just need to wait for the alarm to go off. Hide behind the boxes. Because they can't see me when I'm crouched behind a box. And we're going to cell block H. Okay, I think we've got to go this way then. I think I've been found. The little thing following me is a shield. Oh my god. Oh my god. No! What am I meant to do? There's nowhere to hide. Nowhere to run to. There we go. There's somewhere to hide. Get in the locker. Get in the locker. Yeah, so I can pick up like 2 shields at the moment, which is quite handy. Right, we'll go over the ceiling again. We're not going to go over this. Oh, we can. We can go underneath that. Courtroom. Do we need to go in the courtroom? We'll go in there anyway. Those are some like really like excessively armed prison officers here. Oh my god, just walk straight into the... Do you think I can kill them with a bin? I don't know how to get out of here without being seen. Do you think this is a hidden spot here? It is. Up again, isn't he? I knew he was going to look up. Right, security room. Let's go in there. Okay, we can hide behind the washing machines. Control room.
Mr. Silton seemed to think this would open the cell block door. Luckily, he was right.
What am I doing in prison? Right. Since you've been asleep, things have gone a bit weird. I met up with Mr. Silton. You know about the war and everything. The old man died. There was a war while I was shut down. I've met up with Mr. Silton. I want to meet up with the rest of the family, and he said, oh, I can help it, but we need my van back that was stolen. Now, when we got there, it was pretty obvious it was an impound lot. While I'm trying to get the keys for the van, the guy that runs the impound lot, which is an old man, actually shot Mr. Silton, and I ended up chasing this old man down and actually killed him, which I had an existential crisis about. And I thought, this shouldn't be right. And now Mr. Silton's gone, oh no, before we can meet the family, we just need to get my friend out of jail. Which I think to myself is not a good idea. So yeah. You saw the basketball stuff. Yeah, so like Mr. Silton is using us at the moment. To like break his friend out of prison. And it's like, I know I shouldn't be doing it, but I don't really have much choice. I don't know where I'm going. You thought he was a shady character. Yeah. You know, the fact that he had once done a building society robbery kind of like gives it away. But obviously the robot's very naive. I'm not sure where I'm going. We'll hide till it's all over. I was under the rug on the couch and Hetty was cuddling in. Oh, bless. Snap here too. What, you fell asleep too? Well, my stream's that boring, everyone just falls asleep. Right, we'll hide behind the boxes. Right, we'll hide behind the pool table.
Where my donut?
Is that Alpha Dos Lunar? Like, your name is so long and hard to say. Especially when all I can see is capitals. Alpha Dos, I'm going to call you. Thank you so much for the follow. I apologise about how badly I said your name. Right, cell block H is here. Which in itself is just amusing.
Unsurprisingly, Mr. Logan's cell was locked, but, thanks to my speedy brain, I was able to hack it in seconds. Mr. Logan was not pleased to see me. No one ever was. But I couldn't work out why. However, when I mentioned Mr. Silton, he soon cheered up. We quickly made our way outside. Although I wasn't sure about Mr. Logan's stealth techniques, they were quite different from mine.
Oh,
But
God.
someone must have noticed Mr. Logan was missing, as, with a bright flash, we were soon attacked. This still wasn't the plan, said Mr. Silton as he insisted he was okay, and that, no, I didn't need to clean up the trail of blood. He did, however, urge me to take care of the huge tank bearing down on us.
What? What am I meant to do to a huge tank? I don't know what I'm doing to this tank. How am I meant to... This is ridiculous. Oh, this is just from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I can't get it. They left me a manual robot to take care of you at 40 foot down. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, there's the one over there. I need to jump on this. I'm dead. Right, at least I know what I'm doing this time. This tank doesn't stand a chance. Nope.
We all piled into the van. Mr. Logan and Mr. Preston took out large guns as Mr. Silton gave me some driving software. It basically explained
Pole
that
position.
one foot pump made the van go, and the
Right,
other one
shoot,
signaled Mr. Logan
go.
and Preston to fire their guns.
I was looking at the posters then, 'cause it looked like Bob Hoskins from the Mario film. Oh my god, this is so hard to steer. I don't know if it's better to use the D-pad or the stick. I don't think there is analog steering though. Okay, we're on fire twice now, that's bad. I don't want to get on fire anymore. Welcome to Mainton.
I hoped that all the bullets fired led to non-fatal wounds, but statistically that was incredibly unlikely. Strangely, I felt too excited and relieved to care. Mr. Silton winced as he clutched his bleeding shoulder and explained how you can't make an omelette without breaking a few eggs. I think broken eggs meant dead people. Sometimes, he said, you have to do whatever it takes to survive, even if that means killing.
But not innocent people,
said Mr. Logan as he stared straight ahead. Eventually, I asked Mr. Logan what he had done to end up in prison, but he just continued staring out of the window. Mr. Preston smiled as he said, I suppose someone should explain. He told me when the war started, he and Mr. Silton had avoided conscription, but Mr. Logan was called up. His unit's first orders were to sweep through a huge urban area, killing anything that moved. The only trouble was, hundreds of refugees had recently taken shelter there. The generals knew that those people were there, said Mr. Preston, but they couldn't have cared less.
This isn't the time for another one of your conspiracy theories,
interrupted Mr. Silton. Although this obviously annoyed Mr. Preston, he continued explaining how Mr. Logan and another man deserted, and, after a poor attempt to hide in a wooden vaulting horse, the pair of them were caught at gunpoint on a train, whilst trying to speak rudimentary German. Mr. Logan guided us down a small side street as Mr. Preston complained that he needed the toilet. Mr. Silton asked why we were taking the scenic route while he was trying not to bleed to death. But Mr. Logan gave Mr. Silton a quick glance. You're fine, he said with the faintest of smiles.
I don't know what's going on now.
The night sky was full of twinkling stars, and I was able to impress everyone with my navigation skills. The software was state-of-the-art, but I remember Heather telling me how the ancients had used the stars in much the same way. It always made me smile, thinking about the names she gave the constellations.
One-fingered salute. The demented horse.
It was the middle of the night by the time we got back, but Mrs. Silton was still up waiting for us. Really, again, in the same place, was all she said as she shook her head and tended to Mr. Silton's second bullet wound. Mr. Preston nearly knocked us over as he sprinted towards the bathroom. It appeared that his body had kept on making urine, even though it didn't have anywhere left to store it.
Thursday night TV. Musical division. Trust me, I'm a celebrity. Questions for money.
I asked Mr. Silton about Heather and the old lady, but he said he was just about to wash his hair. When I asked him again later, he said the main thing was that we'd got Logan and the van back, and couldn't the rest wait until I had cleaned up the band room for him. I didn't know what to say. Everything we had done, everything I had helped him with, I thought it was all to get everyone back together. But now I didn't know what to think. Before I could say anything, Mrs. Silton explained that it was okay if I only travelled on trains and was alone. I must have looked worried as Mrs. Silton smiled and continued, if you really want these idiots to go with you, they can disguise themselves and catch the next train after you. Mr. Silton was dismissive, and said I'd get nowhere without proper ID. They'll be stopping robots for even the tiniest of things, he said. and a robot passport costs a fortune these days. Well, said Mrs. Silton, it's a good job I've got this. Mr. Silton looked confused and asked where Mrs. Silton got the money. Sometimes, said Mrs. Silton, when God slams a door in your face and shoots you twice in the shoulder, he opens a window. Mrs. Silton explained how Preston had given her the extra money. He said there was good money to be made selling pills and powder to people that distracted them from the world being an absolute mess.
Bedtime,
Said Mr. Logan as he carried his guitar into his room. Everyone else left one by one, leaving me stroking the dog.
I think I missed that one. I definitely missed the first one. I missed that one too. This is hard. This has got hard. I'm missing them all. I can't read the chat. I'll read it after. Oh, why did I just suddenly roll out of the way? I'll read it after this happens. Right. This is morally dodgy.
I awoke to the sound of Mrs. Silton making herself some breakfast.
Oh, what's
It
happened to
felt
my green
very early,
screen?
But I suppose it was just that we had got in so late. Mrs. Silton gulped down her coffee, and with a reassuring smile she said, "Let's do this."
You can count on the dog. What is this game? Wow, I thought it was an innocent robot game. So did I. So did I. I think we're borderline family friendly here, aren't we? I might have to remove the tag for this next week. It just goes to show there's no black and white with morality. There's layers and layers.
The pedestrian tunnel was far longer than I expected, but it was nice. It gave me a chance to chat with Mrs. Silton.
Register all robots. Road robots cost lives.
She told me she was from an upper-class family, and that her parents had nearly disowned her when she married Mr. Silton.
Yeah, but the reviews didn't want to give away the storyline, so they didn't really say anything about the
But
story.
she
They just said
she
it had a
really
good story.
was happy being with her husband. And after all, as she put it, he did provide for her in this messed up world. However, I couldn't help but laugh when she said how much she liked Mr. Silton's band. I steered the conversation onto the topic of the war. She explained she had been a nurse near some major combat, but she looked really sad, so I changed the subject. I asked her if the town was nice. Mrs. Silton smiled, and described it as a wretched hive of scum and villainy.
Not sure I needed to do this. Right. What's the time? 6. Oh, I want to carry on playing, but I know I can't. But I know I can't. Right. We are going to end it here, I'm afraid, because obviously I've got the podcast in a couple of hours. Hopefully the game's saved. I'm sure it has. But thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I hope you enjoyed watching the game as much as I've enjoyed playing it. Why can't I? Because I've got the podcast at 8 and I need to get ready for that. It's like if I do a 4-hour stream here, then I finish at 7 and I'm rushing around for the podcast. Podcast is at 8. Yes, it is. You are right. Podcast is at 8. But I still need to like get the laptop ready for it. I've got to get all the stories ready. I've got to print out everything. Do you have to research? No, I've got all the stories and everything done. I need to print out the running order though. and then I need to get the laptop set up, and that can be a bit iffy sometimes, my laptop, because it's quite old. It can take ages to go. But we'll be back to Horace next Tuesday, don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. Maybe I'll start the stream at 2 and do 2 till 6 on a Tuesday. That could work. Then we could get 4 hours in on a Tuesday. Oh dear. Right. So I am back at 8 tonight for We Want a Costume then for 2 hours. But what do you mean you want a costume? You're not getting a costume. I don't even know what you mean. You're getting me looking like this. I'll shave. How's that? I'll shave. Is that good enough? So yeah, we're back at 8 o'clock for Ninqueso Live episode 23 podcast, where we're going over this week's stories. Yeah, 2 p.m. is good. Cool. I will take that on board. I'll probably do that next week, so we get 4 hours gameplay in. And I am back on Facebook tomorrow at 6 p.m. for some more Fall Guys. And I believe the Doom stuff came out today, so I might have a look at that. And I am back on Twitch tomorrow, where we will be doing some Mario Kart. Hopefully a tournament. But it didn't go well last time I tried a tournament. So we'll see. We'll see. Will you be awake then, though? Exactly. That is the hard part about my life choices there. Will I be awake at 2 p.m? But until then, enjoy the rest of your day, night, evening, afternoon, depending where you are in the world. And I will see you all very soon. Bye-bye.